Hello. Good to see you again, Max. This camera angle better? Less side boob? Good to see you, Max. Yes, I am. am indeed still working on this pupper. Sorry, I'm watching a documentary while I'm working on this. It's cracking me up. Yes, I do know how to draw a Persian. I have a couple of... Here, let me pull up some of my character work real quick so I can do realistic people and cartoon people. So let me pull up some of my comic work. So here's I mentioned being a comic artist recently when you were here, but here are some expressions for my friend's protagonist in the comic series that I'm helping him work on. I'm very proud of these in particular because I'm not the greatest with alcohol markers, but these came out pretty good. And I also try to... I have lots of different caricatures. Trying to get more dramatic poses. I'm not going to reveal anything that might be a spoiler, so let me pull up a couple of my chibis as well.
Are you talking yourself?
No, I'm on stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine. What's up?
When you're done, I need you to work on the video.
Okay, I can do that.
So I was just getting you your sheets and your pillowcase. And I got you a new pillow.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my mom. She's a delight. Just a sec. Go through these papers here. Ooh, definitely can't show that one. That's a big boy spoiler. But yeah, so I've got some character work, I've got some fan art. So let me make sure I'm in proper frame so you can see. Oh, the title of the series is Hellion. I'll have to let him know that I had some people checking it out. But here I've got some Uraraka fan art from MHA. I love how she's really chubby in the manga, and then they don't draw it in the anime. Give me my chubby girl, dang it. She's so cute. Having a little bit of excess fat does not mean that you're out of shape. You can be remarkably strong and still have skin on top of that. I'm a firm believer that you can be healthy with a little bit of excess skin as long as you're genuinely taking care of yourself and you are happy with how you look, then more power to you. Like, don't be obese, don't not take care of yourself because, oh, what's the point? But yeah, so then this is Jess. This is another experimental sketch I did with her. I made some splatter print work and then drew on top of it. So this is the protagonist that you saw before with the alcohol sketches. She is the main character of the series. And then I can also do things like I've got another one of her right here that I've been working on. And you can see the work in progress of it on my Instagram. I'll try and link it in the chat. I'm very proud of how this one's coming out. I love the shape of the body, the hair, and the eyes. And then you've got some of, and then you got, here's one of my little characters. So this is my OC. It's just me, but it's like a Sona. So I can do anthro art, humans, realistic animals, chibis, scenery, pretty much anything you need. Bump my camera. But yes, the title of the series is Hellion. And actually, let me link him so that you can find his social and let him know I sent you. And just message him like, hey, CJ the Fox promoted your book series, because it's a book series that we're planning on turning into a comic series at some point later. He writes, I draw. This is all his characters and his world. I'm just very enamored by it and love these characters and love him as a person. We're very good friends. So let me just... There you go. If you guys want to message him or... No, what the heck happened? But if you want to see more of his stuff, there you go. You can also, he also has a YouTube channel. Let me double check and make sure that I'm linking the right one. Yeah, let me link his YouTube channel too. Why am I not subscribed? What the heck? There you go. Not as much as he used to be. There hasn't been a lot of time to play video games, but I know that he's still a big Mortal Kombat fan and might also play Hitman from time to time. I'll have to ask him. It's a hard skill. I still mess up paintings from time to time. I have a couple of sketches that are pretty messy. Ah. I can get that. I have two keyboards at the moment. So I have the one that came with my computer, and then I have this one here, my Sonic keyboard that I bought it for like 20 bucks at a sales store at Ollie's. If any of you guys have heard of it, they got good stuff cheap. And just $20 for headphones, mouse. The mouse is right here. Headphones, mouse, keyboard. Love it. Thank you. I am not the gamer that I would like to be. I'd love to play more video games. I just haven't had the time. Or I've gotten distracted by other things. Though I have been playing a bunch of I've been playing a bunch of bingo on my iPad. But typically most of my time, if I'm not spent drawing, I'm either editing or working on other projects with family members, or I'm researching, like I'll be looking up music or visuals that I can use later. I do have the picture of the dog. I do have a picture of the dog. So let me move my camera. I can show you. One sec. So here we go. Here's Bentley. This is the boy. Yeah. All right, did you see the photo? I'm gonna go refill my coffee. BRB. Keep an eye on Bentley for me. Oh, real quick, I'll show you 2 other things I'm working on. So, and then you asked if I can draw people. So, I drew this cute couple from one of my favorite book series of all time. This is Oscar and Ruby from the Renegades trilogy. And the author announced that she's making a 4th book. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And yeah, a lot of people headcanon Ruby with long straight hair, but I don't know. After she orders some cotton candy at the very beginning of the first book, and I'm like, no, you now have fluffy hair. This is non-negotiable. And then this is a drawing of my friend Grace's Sona. I don't know if she's still going by Grace. So Elizabeth Grace. She's Yeetmaster13 on Instagram. I'll link her as well. I didn't link my buddy Landon. Damn it. Well, I will need to fix that. But yes, I'm working on multiple pieces at all times. That scene in Inside Out too, which I still haven't seen. I've seen the clip of anxiety buzzing all over the inside of the brain. That's what my head looks like with all emotions at all times. It's a blessing and a curse. Oh, sweet! Which anime is your favorite? I'm going to find my paint palettes and take a break from the inks. If I want my palette, where did my mom shove things? Because she does that. Here we go. And then the paints. Would you guys like to see me doing character work on this channel? Because I can talk with the director about that. I can talk with my buddy, Dr. Fizz, and see if he's cool with that. Whoa, he's bisexual. I didn't know that. Ooh. Hi, Evie. Guys, this is my roommate. Love her to pieces. Thank you. Thank you, Evie. Always good to see you. Also, yes, I just started Jujutsu Kaisen. I have the first two manga in the series, and just started watching it whenever I have the time, because I usually don't get the TV to myself, but hey. What? What gives? What do you mean you haven't been whole? You're crazy. Cray cray. I see. It's a play. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I see it. You weirdo. You're the best. Absolutely. Okay. Whatever the lady wants. Where the heck is my watch later playlist? Hee. Aw, hearts. So nice. So nice. Thank you. Let's see, playlists. Yeah, what the heck? Where's my watch later? Snaps from shorts, select videos. A primordial ooze? My goodness. What the heck? There it is. There's my watch from the later playlist. What the heck are you making? Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I have the notes you made me from college. Room temperature black tea. I'm so confused, dog. You're crazy, Evie. Dang it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm okay. Just knocked over some pencils. I'm okay. With old big old eyes. He's a good boy. She's being way, way nicer than some other people were in my chat the other day. And stop looking at me with them big old eyes. There we go. Found it. Trying to make an alien robot menacing yet hot with a slight air of unintentional goofy is difficult. Huh. It is. I would say that it is. I am willing to help out with that. Yes, they do have the color. Giving it a something, making it look like a DeviantArt recolor. OC Do Not Steal of Sun FNAF is even harder. Look at the suffering. Steel wood ink has arrived. Hey, it's not their, well, it is their fault they made an incredible character design. And yes, I do have the colors. I mixed together different shades of brown and white that I have on me and mix it all together to get the perfect shades. If I send you something, yeah, of course. You can send it out my email and we can set up a commission. Here, let me link you my email and we can discuss prices. Here you go. Yeah, feel free to message away. face revealed. Oh, shit. What? Oh, the paint? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I can make some video tutorials. It takes a lot of practice. And I think that the biggest thing that can help you draw realistic is practice. I'll start putting together a script for a video series, or at the very least, a small tutorial. What is it you would like to learn to draw realistically? objects and a human. Okay. Yeah, of course. Happy to help. What kind of human? Just a generic human feature? Because different races, ages, there are a lot of factors that will determine accurate portrayal. Ah, I could do a quick tutorial on that in a second. Yeah, let me fill in this part of the chest right here, and I'll take a break to make a tutorial for you. I also don't want to waste this white paint right here. All right. I'm going to take a quick break to show you eyes, lips, and hair. Just a sec. Yeah, no problem. Just quick and easy right here, right now. If my creepypasta will pause. Okay. Yes, I'm happy to help. Okay. Let me see if I can get a better angle. This. What color eye would you like? Okay. We're nice and close to the paper. So, I'm going to take out one of my big sketching pencils. Blue eyes. Okay, you got it. So, we're going to start by drawing a circle. Like this. Then, right up here in this middle circle, you're going to go down at an angle. And keep following the loop. Then, if you need to turn your paper, you can. Bottom of this circle, you're going to connect it to this point. And the same thing on the other side, except you're going to make this shorter. So you have a circle and then two triangles. One short, kind of fat one, and then one that's a little bit longer, coming from the ends. And then you smooth out the edges. And then by the end, you'll have this nice overall almondy shape. Like this. Then I'm going to erase the circle in the middle. I'm going to clean up the outside by tracing over it again. And real quick, I'm going to pull up a picture of eyes on my computer because it's always good to have a reference. Always. Okay, then I'm gonna draw a circle again, similar, but not quite as big as it was before. Then in the middle, I'm going to draw a smaller one. You want it to look similar to a lifesaver, like the lifesaver mints. And then here is where you're going to decide where your light source is. So I'm going to say that my light source is coming from this little sun right over here. And typically you'll put some light right here. So then you draw another smaller circle on the inside of both where your iris and pupil are going to be. And then now you have a generalized eye sketch. So then I'm going to gently color in the pupil. And then we have a basic eye after you erase some of the leftover sketching right here. So now you have a very basic eye. And if you want to get even more realistic, then where the heck did I set my pencil? There it is. Then we're going to add the little bit of excess skin right here, right where your lids will connect to it, showing that your eyeball is nice and round. You got that little bit of excess skin in there. Then you can add some lashes, like making little lines right here on the edge of your black. And you go in the direction of wherever the eye is leading. So in the middle, you just go straight up and you make little curved lines going in the direction of where the eyelid is facing. Male eyelashes are really short, female lashes will be a little bit longer. You can have more fun by making crazy dramatic lashes. I can draw those too if you want. I like to have fun with my cartoon eyelashes. And then there are thin eyelashes on the bottom as well. Okay. And now we have a somewhat done eyeball. And to add even more detail, I'm going to erase what I had here, showing the lighting and the eyelash shaping. We're going to add a little bit more detail by showing the eyelid. So there are little creases of skin right here, right here, right here. So when you blink, the eyelid stretches out to cover the eye. Then this can be how you make someone look more tired or show their age. Then I'll add an eyebrow up here. This is just a simple arch that goes over top of the eye. I'm going to double check my reference just to be safe. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to change. So when you draw an eyebrow, you go like this, the circle in the front. It reaches to about where there's a line from the corner of the eye. You go straight out. And then this would be about where the bridge of the nose is. And then the last little hairs on the eyebrow should be touching this line that you've mentally drawn for yourself. Shape language is a big part of figuring out how you want something to look. So I'm going to follow the trail I've made for myself. And then on top of this shape that you've made, you're just going to draw a bunch of little lines back and forth. Sometimes eyebrows will get messy. You can draw really thick, really thin. It just depends on what the eyebrows and the eye, what you want them to look like. Sorry, my phone keeps buzzing. I keep getting scam calls. And let me know if you can see okay. You got little lashes coming out of the eye. Very similar. They're going in the same direction as like where the lash is heading. This is a particularly thick eyebrow, and I can always thin it up by erasing it because I've referenced both a male and a female eye. Okay, so now I'm going to line things in. You can just use a simple black pen, just something that will stay there after you erase your sketch. So we're gonna fill in this crease here. I'm gonna put my headphones back in and keep listening to my creepypasta while I do this. Okay, you can see? Good. Good. the darkest parts of the drawing are is where you're going to thicken the lines ever so slightly. And then right here on the bottom lid, there is going to be another line needed because this indicates where the bottom lid begins and ends. Oh, I am listening to a creepypasta reading. I found a really good story, and I think I would like to read it myself. All right. Ah, damn it. This is a smeary. All right, this is going to be a little bit messy. Oh, wow. All right, we can do this with colored pencil, pen, marker, or both. So I'm just going to use what I have here on my desk. We're going to start out with the darkest colors in the middle. Just short little lines that go all the way around. And then you're going to do the same thing around the end of the eyes color section. Ooh, this is a little thick for drawing this small, but regardless, I'm going to gently tap. Can you still see all right? Then we're going to add some little lines connecting the ends together, but not filling the space completely. And then around right here, in this area where our light source still is, we're not going to fill in as much there. Then still with dark colors, we're gonna fill in right here in the middle. Then lighter colors right here. All right, and now with either a white pencil or a gel pen like I typically use, I'm going to fill in the lightest parts of the eye right here. And then I'm going to use a paintbrush to gently blend it all together. Going to re-darken the pupil. And with brush tips like these, you can use them for thicker hairs. These are going to be coming from about the center of the eyebrow. We're going to really brighten up this light right here. All right. And then we're going to thank you very much. I'm going to add some pinks and pinkish red here in the corners. We're going to gently add little dark streaks here. This is a very bright marker for the job, but we're going to lighten it up with some white in a minute. Couple little dots of white right here. And then little rims of white on the edges. gently blend this together. Make sure this isn't too bright. There's going to be a slight pink at the edge of the eye. The redder and the further in towards the eye it goes, the more irritation is being shown. We're going to gently blend this in. And we can use some white to make it less pronounced and blend that together. I think I'm going to leave the veins out as they don't really become hyper pronounced unless you're looking remarkably closely or the eye is extraordinarily irritated. Like, for example, my eyes, when you look at them, even though I'm tired consistently, the veins aren't overwhelmingly noticeable. And then with a little bit of white ink, cleaning up the edge. You can have either a really clean shine like this one, or if the light is a little bit softer, you can fuzz the edges. Stop with the spam calls. And you've got this nice fuzzy glow on the eye. I'm going to let this dry a little bit. And then this would be on top of the skin tone that you have underneath. I forgot to do the bottom lids here. Then we're going to shade the eye. Be sure to swatch out your colors and see which is the lightest and the darkest. We have the darkest here underneath the eyebrow. And you can paint in similar lines that mimic the look of the eyebrows themselves. You can also color the inside, as there's not going to be a whole lot of light passing through the littlest of hairs. Then another dark shadow underneath this lid, this one, and this one. And again, this can help you show how tired someone is. A dark shadow under the eye. Then this shadow here would be coming from around the bridge of the nose. And before the top of the cheekbone on the face. Aw, thank you, Evie. Then completing the bridge of the eyebrow. I'm going to add another of my darker markers underneath the eyebrow. And then we're going to blend this all together. And again, if you want the more choppy look, this is fine. But for realism, the shadows are going to be typically softer. The only time you'll see very hard, extreme lighting is when you are in very fluorescent, heavily saturated environments with extreme darks and extreme lights. So neons, cityscapes, interrogation rooms, things like that. This isn't the best paper for me to be doing this much layering on, but how did I learn to draw like this? I'm mostly self-taught. Sorry about that, Max. But I've learned some techniques. For example, I never oil painted before until going to college last year. I started taking art seriously in my freshman year of high school when my friend and I were watching videos on the bus of of animation memes, and she said, "Hey, you could do that," and it just clicked for me. I said, "You know what? I think I could." And ever since then, I've been teaching myself how to draw more professionally, studying my comics instead of just enjoying them, studying my video games, everything. I love to learn. I love to create. Meeting other creative people like Evie here in the chat. It's been a journey of discovering myself, and art is one of the only things I've ever been good at, professionally and personally. But yeah, it's more than just a hobby or a career to me. It's how I've figured out myself. And I think that that's how art is for a lot of people. I hope that answers your question. All right, we're all smoothly blended in the directions that we've created, and I'm going to lighten up the parts of the eye that are brighter with some white on the edges. Then we're going to blend that together. And then we're going to use a technique that I actually use when I do my makeup. So there's lighting that goes behind the eyelashes. I'll have to reline it. But if you want to lighten up your expression, you put a little bit of highlighter on the bridge of your eyebrow to have more reflections there and make you look either less aggressive or less tired. I have to do this myself. I have very tired eyes, and I've been told I have resting bitch face. So I try to tweak this ever so slightly. Okay. And now we have an eye. Ooh, we're still missing some shading though, and my colors bled a little bit. Again, I'm using cheap paper, which is completely on me. And then there's going to be a teensy bit. Oh, I completely understand. Difficult people are a pain. I know that I sometimes look very angry when I draw, or I'll look sad when I'm drawing people sad. Sometimes I'll tear up when I'm drawing someone crying or something that saddens me. I'm going to gently shade the face here. We're going to add a little bit of shadow on the top of the eye, as the lid will provide some shade. I'm going to add a little more white so it's smoother. Yeah, that was a beautiful creepypasta. Gorgeous story. I have to read it on my channel. I have another creepypasta reading if you guys would like to listen to it. Especially oh, that is, oh, I think I know exactly who you're talking about too. I am so sorry you're going through this. Now we've got some nice gentle shading on the eye. And it's not too bright or too crazed as it looks at you. But remember to keep the brightest parts of your piece a pure white. So like there's still a little bit of milkiness in the reflection here. Yeah, I am so sorry you're going through that, Eves. That is not fair to you. Remember reflections here, the inside of the skin. And if a person is crying, then the reflections on the rim of the eyelid, or if they're about to cry, they'll be a lot more accentuated. So when a person's eyes are twinkling, they're feeling a little bit teary. Either that or they use eye drops. I've been having to use eye drops every once in a while. Okay. I think that this is our eye. So let me hold it up to the light, the camera. Again, this paper is so cheap so you can see right through it. I'll just hold the camera up like this. What do y'all think? Oh, I forgot. So I'm gonna give you a quick sneak peek of what we're gonna work on next, Max, which is the hair. So on the eyebrow here, you can shade that a little bit as well. So the light source, again, coming from this way, and the brightest parts of the hair are going to be on the bridge, right where the hair is growing on top of the bone of your eyebrow. So just a couple little lines. Near the front of the eyeball. We can even blur out some of the excess. And then we blend. I do a lot of blending in my art. Some people like it nice and choppy. It depends for me, because I have a more scratchboard art style, as I showed you earlier with my Hellion artwork. But that's the style that was requested for the series by the author. So we will have to decide on that. Yeah, now we've got a little bit of shaded hair, ever so slightly. Your eyebrows aren't going to be super bright unless you've like greased them or they're wet. And then I'll do a couple of other things real quick when it comes to drawing eyes. I might make a full tutorial on my YouTube channel. I think I probably should, because I really like being expressive with my art. So you've got, I'm going to just draw you out the basic eye shape and show you ways that you can play around with expressions. So let me find my sketch pencil right here. So you got your basic eye shape. And this is where you're going to play with expressions. So when someone smiles, their cheek is going to press up into their eye. And sometimes you can make a crease from corner to corner here. The simple smile is going to be only a slight bump. A high smile is going to be up here. So then your eye is going to look more like this. And then say our pupil is right here looking at the camera. Then you're also going to have raised eyebrows when someone smiles. If you're being attentive or if you're looking up, then next eye. Sometimes sad eyes will perk up like that as well. So when you have a sad eye, it can droop like this, and typically your eyebrow is going to be pushing the lid in that direction. So then you have an expression like this. And don't forget to add the creases of skin. where the eyelid is being pressed, show that skin. Or where the eyebrow is pressing against either the other eyebrow or just pressing the skin in an altering direction in general. And typically with sad eyes, you're going to have the light, so the iris covered up, or at a different angle. So for a sad eye, people don't like to make eye contact with their sad unless they're looking at you very passionately, trying to really articulate themselves. So we're gonna have the people going down, looking away. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. We got an air purifier, boys. Alright, so we've got the eye looking down. And with more moisture, you're going to have more reflections. So I'm going to make the eyes look very cute, very sad. So it can depend. You can either take the light out of someone's eyes to show how cold they might be feeling. So got my pupil here. You can either have no light at all, and then a dark shadow going over top of the eye, showing that they're either thinking really hard. Lighting is a huge advantage when it comes to displaying emotion. Crease in that skin. Yeah, like you can have no light like this. Just have someone look completely dead. Or have the eye slightly covering up the reflection. Like this. Still the brightest part of your piece. It's where the light is perfectly reflecting off of the moisture of the eyeball. Then we're going to take it a step further. We're going to give this eye some tears. And then I think I'm going to take a break from the stream since I've been sitting here for a few hours now. And then when I record again, I will draw out some hair and lips for you, Max. Actually, I can draw some lips in a second. I don't need to get up right now. I am just a little bit hungry, but... Wait, what am I thinking? I can just bring the Cinnamon Toast Crunch in here. Okay, hold on. Alright, boys. I'm gonna go get some cereal and be right back. How long have I been streaming? Let's see. 164 minutes. So that is... Oh my goodness. Sorry. Crunchy. Let's see. 60 minutes in an hour. 3 hours would be 180 minutes, so a little over 2 hours. All right, BRB, y'all.
gonna get some nice crunchy ASMR now. I'm gonna give my wrist a quick break while I look through something. Sorry. Watching some spilling the milk. It's very good, but it's not actually Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's Cinnamon Crunch Squares because my mom got the bootleg. They're the same thing. They're literally the same thing. I'm willing to bite your bootleg if it costs less or the same and it's the similar quality. Yeah. Like when I was in Mexico with my family, I'm not gonna buy those bootlegs because you're charging me $50 for a backpack that a small child made. And while I'm glad that it's Mario and Luigi, I could buy the same thing for the same price at way higher quality, probably still made by a small child, but in America. Don't make fun of me for using Temu, okay? The children are gonna be making stuff in factories, whether I order from Amazon or Temu. It doesn't matter which company I order from, the factories are still gonna be filled with small little baby hands. I am an underpaid American laborer. I'm an artist, dog. I'm a college student. Forget underpaid. I'm somehow not in debt. I laughed and coughed up some of my cereal. They're probably still manufacturing your underwear, Evie. Or you could be a Chad like me and just not wear any. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Hey, you're like 75% less likely to get a wedgie. Like, yes, when you leave the house, but when at home, you're in the privacy of your own home. You're the commander of the location and your physique. The ghosts, the ghouls. I'm never alone. Well, yeah, I got Jesus and all that. I don't think my house is haunted. I think that instead I'm haunted by horrible decisions I've made instead. God's like, yeah, no possessions or ghastly figures here. She's got enough stupid decisions to think about as she lays awake at night. What is a goal but the consequences of your own actions? sorry. There was a very out of pocket joke. Oh. Go enjoy your salami. Okay, be right back. I have now eaten. We're gonna get back to drawing.
Hooey. Belly full. Belly big. Oh shit. Sorry, I almost fell over. Alright, I'm gonna finish drawing these two eyes, and then I've got to get back to work on the dog. Okay? And then when it's drawing again, we can take another break for the lips and hair. Okay, now we're going to redden up these eyes as they've been crying. And the eyes are going to be a little bit puffy. So you're going to have ridges around the edges, showing some swelling. Very big puffy eyes. Sad puffy eyes. They can also look this like red and messed up even if you just have allergies. It depends. This can be a fun visual gag rather than, oh my gosh, this person's a little messed up right now. Then under the eye there would also potentially be a bag. Okay, blend this in. Okay, now we're gonna add the tears. And I'm working with the moisture, somewhat working against it. So then you're gonna have some gray as your base shadow. Then streaks going along the edges of the puffs. Yeah?
Did you get your pen?
Did I get my pens?
Your pencils?
No, but we got the air purifier.
Okay. I'll do an Amazon check and see where it's at.
Okie doke.
What music you listening to?
Oh, I was just listening to a podcast. Doing a quick tutorial on how to draw some eyes because one of my viewers asked me to. Evie's here too.
How's the talk coming?
I think it's coming good.
Dark hair, huh?
Yeah, I've got to shade it.
Oh.
And the tears are going to have streaks that go in and out of one another, like this. Oh, I'm so stiff. Oy. All right, it's been more than 3 hours, so I'm gonna take a break in a minute, and then we'll come back to the stream later. Okay? And like I said before, the eyes are going to be nice and shiny. And a white outline. Then you got little dewdrops like this. Like this. I'll use some better quality paper to make it look nicer next time. And then you're typically also going to have some shading. Again, the eyes are very moist. They're the white woman word right now. Very shiny, very wet. Because you were shad. You are shad or having an allergic reaction. All right, there we go. There we go. You got a sad eye.